What is going on, YouTube? I am Matt, also known as Next Gen Media, your source of media generating its next media content. So, I'm going to go ahead and go on a little Easter egg hunt. So I'm going to be looking for a bunch of Easter eggs that are hidden in places where I wouldn't even know. Just going to go searching for some eggs.
Wow.
And as I find each egg, I will open it up and reveal an Easter egg from Marvel movies. Granted, there have been so many movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I couldn't possibly go through every single Easter egg because there have been so many. So I'm going to break it down to my top 8. If you don't like some of the ones that are in here, I don't know what to tell you. Watch a different video because these are mine. But your job is to let me know what Marvel Easter eggs you love. And of course, let me know if you enjoy this video too. But trust me when I say that I did not hide these eggs. A stranger just hid them. I didn't hide each individual egg for the purpose of making an Easter themed video or anything. So I wonder where these Easter eggs could be. I wonder where they could possibly be hidden. Wait a minute. I'm driving. You use a steering wheel to drive, right? Steering wheels are round. Eggs are round. So why wouldn't you hide an egg inside a steering wheel? I found my first egg. I found it. So now to reveal what is inside. This is a great one. So, in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, towards the end of the film, you see Spider-Man facing off against the Green Goblin, whilst also trying to hold on to Gwen, who is about to fall. And eventually the clock hands start spinning out of control because the tower is beginning to break as they're fighting. And when the hands finally land, they land on the time 121. 121 is the Spider-Man issue that Gwen Stacy dies. So it's fitting that right when the clock hands land on 121 is when she dies in the film. That's an incredible Easter egg that only a true fan would really notice. And actually after Gwen dies in the film, the camera pans back on the clock tower again as it's playing sad music, and you once again see the time of 121. So most of these are actually going to be MCU references, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not an MCU movie, it's a Sony movie, but most of these are going to be strictly MCU film references, but this one is too good to pass up on. It's probably my favorite superhero Easter egg of all time. Alright, I bet you there's another Easter egg in this car. It's a straight guess, but I bet you there's one more Easter egg. Well, I have a radio. Okay, I'm listening to the radio. Eggs come from chickens. Chickens have the ability to hear music. Music is on the radio. I found my next egg. It was literally inside the radio. Oh, this is a great one. Okay, in Captain America Civil War, remember when Ant-Man jumped onto one of Hawkeye's arrows and was riding it, and that's how he actually got inside of Iron Man's suit? That's an awesome scene. But it's actually a straight reference from Avengers 2:23, and that image is actually directly from the cover. So that whole scene right there is just a little bit of a nod to Avengers 2:23. Okay, next Easter egg. Okay. Let's see. Egg. Egg rhymes with beg. When I'm really craving dessert, I beg for candy. And then I eat too much candy, which means I need to sleep. Oh, for a pillow. I think I'm onto something. God, I found it. I found the next Easter egg. Oh, this is another classic. I can do this all day. In Captain America Civil War, when Tony Stark and Iron Man are fighting each other, they're just beating each other to death. Captain America says the iconic line, "I can do this all day." And if you recall, in the first Avenger, the first Captain America movie, when Captain America was still scrawny, he was fighting against a bunch of bullies behind a movie theater. And at that time, he says the iconic line, "I can do this all day." I feel like to begin with, that line is just super powerful and just shows that Captain America is not a quitter. He will never give up. Okay, egg. When I'm mad at somebody, I want to egg their house, that I could accidentally step in it, and then it's on the bottom of my shoe. Oh shit, shoe. Fucking shoe, dude. Oh shit. Shit. Right, so my next Easter egg is Stan Lee. He's been in literally every single Marvel movie, and if you didn't know that, then you probably haven't seen a single Marvel movie.
Superheroes in New York? Give me a break.
He wasn't in the most recent Fantastic Four, and that's probably because that film overall was a piece of garbage. Shit. Alright, where else would somebody hide an Easter egg? An Easter egg in an egg carton because they're eggs. So much sense, right? In there. Yeah. And that was probably a little far-fetched. So Easter eggs. Eggs are nutritious. They have a lot of nutritional value. They have fat. They have protein. Okay, wait a minute. I'm on this. Ah, an old classic. So this one is about Captain America. In every single Captain America film, meaning the first Avenger, the Winter Soldier, and Captain America Civil War, Bucky Barnes picks up Captain America's shield in all three movies. That's kind of a little cool Easter egg, right? And it's kind of a reference to the fact that Bucky Barnes actually becomes Captain America in the Marvel comic books. If I were an egg, where else would I want to hide? A staircase. So in Spider-Man Homecoming, we see this character played by Donald Glover, and Karen reveals to us that his name is Aaron Davis. Well, in the Miles Morales comic books, Aaron Davis is also known as the Prowler. He wears this purple and black, high-tech kind of costume, and he's a burglar, basically. What makes this character so interesting is that he is the uncle of Miles Morales. Even in the comic books, they fight each other, and there's just, there's a powerful relationship between the Prowler and Spider-Man. And what's interesting too is that you even hear Aaron Davis say in the movie that he has a nephew.
Dude, I got a nephew living.
Who's he talking about? He's talking about Miles Morales. And in the extras, you hear him talking to Miles Morales on the phone. Like, there's a lot of references to Miles Morales through the character of Aaron Davis. His character could be very important too in future movies, whether it be that Aaron Davis ends up becoming the Prowler like in the comic books, or that he is just a further pathway into getting Miles Morales in these movies. So traditionally, if somebody's really bad at a show or something, right, you egg them, you throw eggs at them, right? But if somebody really makes you laugh, you say, oh, you're such a card, right? Or they're such a card. It's an expression. Well, funny enough, I have a card here. So using that logic, if I just lift up this card, then there should be an egg. Oh shit, there's no egg. Oh shit, there it is. Cool. So in the first Avenger, during one of the scenes we see Bucky and Cap exploring the Stark Expo, and there are several different technologies on display. Well, front and center you can see a prototype of a man who could turn himself into fire. Well, who do you think that could be? The Human Torch. This was probably the best that they could do to put the Fantastic Four in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, since right now Marvel doesn't actually own the rights, they're owned by Fox. So that's about it. Those are all my Easter eggs. I think I did a pretty fucking boss-ass job of finding them, if I do say so myself. It just takes a little bit of logic and a little bit of reasoning, you know? Alright, I guess I'll see you guys later. Shit, it's actually hard to get out of there. If I just lift up this card, then there should be an egg. Oh. Oh shit, there it is. Cool. It was me. I hit all the Easter eggs.